had our visit, and it was really good. We've met a lot of the old crew that come along before, but no, it was really good. How many games did we end up getting?
4 or 5.
We won most of them, which
was good.
Which is nice.
I blew up on a couple of them, which I wasn't happy about. But the 7K Wolverine that I took for the majority of them has 2 tons of SRM ammo, and 2 people managed to hit that with critical hits in a row. Like 2 games, one after the other, I exploded, which I'm not happy about. That's not cool. I mean, it's normal. It's what happens to me, but I don't have to be happy about it.
So I took the 7M, which does actually have an SRM6 on there, but I didn't really get much use out of it. I thought I would. I thought I'd get more shots with that weapon, but I don't know.
Your only difficulty came with activating that mask system, didn't it, buddy?
Oh, but I was doing so well. I mean,
that still makes me crack up.
I mean, you roll a 2, you don't really expect it. You know, first time using it, sort of thing.
Yeah. It was was the second turn? Second turn?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. At first time activating mask, and you only need to roll better than a 2, and Adam rolled a 2. So
busted my hip.
Yep.
And a leg actuator as well.
Basically ripped his one leg off and severely damaged the other leg. So yeah, it wasn't good. Spent that whole mission lying down.
I fell over. Became a very. I wasn't even like an immobile turret. I didn't even really do a good job of being that either.
No,
so, you know.
No, it was all just bad, that one. I think that was one of the ones did we win that one? We didn't, did we? We lost that one. They took us over.
Yeah, because I couldn't move.
Yeah, you fell down and I got exploded. So yeah, that was one we didn't win. Yeah.
But as far as a scenario goes, it worked out really good. The one we ended up with was good. People were giving us some ideas on how to sort of fine tune it. But it's things we sort of thought about, and they were good. But we decided not to go with it, just to sort of keep it a bit more simple.
It was a toss-up about what happened. Like, you don't want to make it too complicated, because it's going to be people that you don't know what their experience with BattleTech is.
No.
You could potentially have brand new players there, and you don't want to get too complex on that.
Well, we had some semi-new new players, weren't they? So that's
you have some veterans, and it's like, well, you know, you got to balance it out to both, but you also want it to go smoothly and quick. You know, if you want to have multiple games, you don't want them all to take 4 hours.
No, well, that was good. Like we had it was 1st to 12, or 8 turns, or 1 hour. So we had the time. Everything was going to get done within and none of the games actually lasted a full hour.
No, I think the least amount of time we had left on the timer was like 15 minutes or something. Was it 10 minutes?
That
15
was
minutes?
the longest game. But we got tabled on that one game. Oh my gosh! It was 2 turns we played. That was it.
2 turns and they ripped us apart.
Yeah,
it was nasty. That was really nasty. The speed was a good one, because Mike took the Piranha. It was Mike that took the Piranha, right?
Yeah.
And then Keith, had the Dasher in that second one he played.
Yeah, that was good too.
Yeah, that one rips up. That was really good. That pulled apart the Puma that I was using. Just speed in that particular mission style was like very important. Being able to get between the activation points as fast as possible, and just keep the points turning over, sort of thing. So yeah, the faster mechs did quite well, but I was quite proud of my Wolverine. He did very, very well.
That's a solid design.
I like the 7K. Yeah, it's a really good mech.
I kind of like, because I took the 7M, and they were quite good working together. You know, I had some long range punch that I could support with.
Yep. Yeah. I think you could take, like, a Lance build. You could take 2 7Ks, put a 7M in there, and then pick another one that's got like the axe. If you've got an AC, I think it's 5 for most of the Wolverines. AC 5, so you got even more long range stuff. I think that would work really, really well. But the 7K is quite a close quarters thing. you've got to get in fairly close to do major damage.
Yeah. Well, that size of that board wasn't really a problem.
No, it's not a problem. That's why it was one that leapt out at me. Like I say, the Piranha was one that leapt out at me too, but I dismissed it because of the armor consideration. But I think Mike did quite well with it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So in that
good.
game, what did you take?
That was
The
Wolverine.
Adder, was it a Wolverine? Or was it which is the one you took we swapped out, where you said, look, we've been using Wolverine, let's try something else. You took an Adder.
Yeah, I took an
one?
Adder in the A.
The A. They had the missiles.
Yeah, so 2 LRM-20s. That was the one where Keith took the Dasher. And the Dasher variant he had what, like it was 8 heavy small lasers or something?
Yeah, 9.
9 heavy small lasers. And I'm like, oh my God.
So fast.
And so he's fast enough that he can get behind pretty much anyone. With the mask system, you're moving at 20, which is ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. And so you can get into rear armor and stuff that's clan, that's like under 2,000 points. You're not really getting a lot of armor. You're getting good armor, but you're not getting a lot. And there's not a lot of it on the rear panels, so he just messed mine. The first time he got directly behind me, he killed me. It was gone. So, yeah, quality little mech. Dies in a heartbeat, but quality little mech.
I don't know, a couple of heartbeats. I had the Rhein something or other.
Yeah, I can't remember which version. C, wasn't it?
I think it was the C, the one with the said some pulse lasers and an LBX and things. I honestly thought I would have killed it quicker. I was quite arrogant about that, and it just kept going. That thing just, oh my gosh. Yeah.
It doesn't have a lot of armor, but it is actually really difficult to hit the little bugger sometimes. It's like you've really got to get a good solid target number on him to get the damage that you need. It's fun watching them live. Oh dear.
But they had some other tables set up there on the day, which was good. There was an all city one.
Yep.
Keith went and took his
Dasher over to the city and started messing people up with it there.
Stuff up with that, so.
Which is cool. And then I think they started playing on a jungle one or something. There's little mountains and stuff
just
everywhere.
Just a grasslands version,
which was cool.
With some 3D terrain bits added onto it, which makes all the difference.
Oh yeah,
it's so nice.
They all looked really good. Those buildings that he had on that other table, they looked really good.
Yeah, some of them were from the Alpha Strike box set.
That's the new box set, is it?
That's the new one.
Okay,
yeah, well,
cool.
Newish. It's been out for a bit, but it's good. And some of the old, what's it, Drop Zone Commander, which was I don't know, it was an interesting game. It's still going. They got some big models for that game now. It's kind of cool. But it was cool to see some other, having a few historical games going on, of course, because that was their jam, and there was big tables of that all fully painted and.
Oh yeah, that one that was Poland or whatever versus somebody. The game was huge.
Yeah.
It was enormous. There were dudes all over the place, all painted, all based, all looking really, really nice.
That's the thing. Like, it's really good. You go to these clubs and events and stuff, and you get to see all this. You know, people have really spent some time in their hobby, and it's rewarding.
Yeah.
You know?
And even if it's not your cup, like I don't really get into the historical ones much, but they're still very cool to look at and very cool to see the systems that they use. I might not like play it, but it's very interesting to look at the rules and the minis and the way they've set it all up. It's very cool.
Yeah.
If you've got a club near you, go and have a squeeze.
I think so. I mean, it's finding the right club, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Spoiled for choice, and that's good. But, we're doing this record.
We're in the car.
I'm driving my wife's car, which is a manual.
He's used to an automatic, and he's trying to focus on what he's saying and what I'm saying, and he's also trying to focus on what gear he's in. I think we should just stop, eh? Oh dear.
It's all good.
It's all good.
But nice club and good people, and that's what you want.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
It's very cool. But I thought that scenario went down quite well. Everybody seemed reasonably, like, they all picked it up pretty quickly, and it wasn't too complex for anyone to grip, right? A couple of simple explanations of the system, and that was it. And point capture, like, I can't remember the other guy's name, pointed out that you could change up how much the points were worth. Because we had counters, and you put your team's counter on to one of the spots, and that catches you 1 point in the end phase. But what you could do is have each of those counters be a variable amount of points. So give someone, say, 2 1-point counters, 2 3-point counters, and 2 5-point counters, or something like that. And then you get to pick which counter you put on which point, and that adjusts how everybody is playing. It's going to change your tactics on that particular map. So if I put both of my 5-pointers down on my side, you're going to be trying to get them so that you can flip them over to not be scoring 5 points a turn anymore.
Yeah.
It would require a lot of adjustment, and it would probably be a longer game, because if you only played it at 12 points, you just have to put your 5s down and keep them for like 2 turns and you've won.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
well, you just adjust the points or whatever, but yeah, again, more play testing and whatever
and
else.
That, if you guys, because we're going to put a video up of us testing the scenario out as well.
Yeah.
If you've got any like thoughts on that, then feel free to chuck them down, but also feel free to incorporate them into your own games. Give them a crack and let us know how they go.
Well, yeah, a couple of mechs aside and an hour limit cut off. You know, when you're sort of under the pressure with the clock, not just turns and everything, it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. That the one that came to the longest, we actually, I think, started the last round that we were in at about like 16 minutes or 20 minutes or something. 26 minutes, I think you said, and it took us about 10 minutes to do the last round because everybody was rushing through it, trying to get points. And that's kind of cool. Like, BattleTech is cool when you drag it out, when you let it be tactical and positioning and all of that stuff. But it's also kind of cool when you make people panic. It's fun to play something like that. It's the speed chess thing.
Now, we didn't tell anybody what the scenario actually was. We just told them that, you know, this is the weight limit and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it was interesting to see some of the choices that rocked up.
And they all worked really well in the scenario, I think. Very well. Some of the choices were just spot on, ones that I'd thought of myself.
But that one game, so there was the Piranha and the, was it Urban Mech 2C?
Yes.
Super fast and dead slow.
Yeah. But they worked well.
Oh.
I mean, they took me down. That was Hutch exploded me with the Ultra Ack on the 2C.
Yeah. He did so much damage to my Wolverine with that thing. It's like, but with the piloting and gunnery bonus that he had.
Like, because he was 0-0, wasn't he? Yeah.
So you just don't want to go near him because you're going to cop an AC-10 shell to the face or a couple.
Ultra Ack and rolling well on his cluster rolls as well, so he was regularly hitting with both. That's ridiculous. But you'd think, well, and then the Piranha was running around actually capturing the points, and that was it worked really, really well. And for not knowing what the scenario was going to be and not knowing who you were going to play with, I think some of those combos were like brilliant.
Yeah. And then, you know, Keith takes the Fire Moth with mask and claims like 3 locations in his one activation.
In one turn.
It's like, ow.
Just stop it. But yeah, I think it worked quite well. We can do a lot with point capture and I don't know, I suppose we could do like a workshop video just talking about all of the different ways, all the different things that you can do with point capture in a scenario. But you can do a lot with it. You can change it to all sorts of things. There was a bunch of different ways that I considered doing this, and we had to back and forth for like an hour and a half or something to bring it down to something that worked out quite well on the day, I think.
Yeah, well, it has to be enough of a challenge, but simple enough that you can just like do an elevator speech to say, this is how you play it.
Yeah.
So everyone knew what was going on.
It needs to be simple enough to play fast, but exciting enough to be worth playing. So I think the point capture worked quite well there. I think the way we set it up worked pretty well.
It was good. Yeah. So nice place and good people, and the scenario was good. Everyone had fun, and that was it. It was a good day. Good day. I really liked it.
Good games all round, and when you can get a laugh even when you're being exploded, that is a good game.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good game. Very good game. Ah, dear. Yeah, I don't know. I think we can probably try that, like something else for the next one, assuming there is a next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think they were talking about August. August sometime was going to be their next open day.
Okay.
So, yeah, they definitely want us back, and I think we should go there because I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Come up with something entertaining.
We can do some more idea throwing around for scenarios. If you guys have got any ideas, I've seen some really good ideas for scenarios in the thing, but it has to be a fast one that you can turn over in about an hour. I'm leaning maybe towards some sort of gladiatorial thing if we're going to do it again.
Well, yeah, I mean, Solaris is always popular. I mean, I don't know what sort of additional products and things are going to come out by Catalyst. So, you know,
Eventually
they might
they're
throw out
gonna
some
have to do
PDF something or other.
Yeah. Eventually they're going to have to do something with Catalyst, with Solaris. Oh, that poor lady's stuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
stuck
no.
in the middle of the road.
If I was a mechanic, I would have helped her, but it's like, I got no idea what's going on with these hoods. Dear.
Yeah, I think that's it. I had a good time, and I definitely recommend that people try to go to the club. Try to go to that club if you can, because it is very good, and they offer a lot. You know, you don't have to play, you know, historical stuff or whatever. There was another group there in a different room, and they were doing a lot of board games and stuff, and there was some X-Wing. Well, they bought some X-Wing. I don't know if they got around to playing it.
Yeah.
But no, it's good. I mean, if they get more groups in on their open days to sort of really build it up, that'd be really cool.
Yeah. All good. All right. Well, that'll probably do it. Hopefully the car isn't drowning out all the sound. Hopefully this is coming through okay. And yeah, like I said, we did a demo of the mission beforehand, so you'll see the sort of stuff that we were talking about once that goes up. I don't know if that's going to go up before this or after this, but it's up to Pillar. She's our editor-in-chief. Haha, I did it in chief.
In chief.
You know, she gets a pay rise, buddy. You better work on that. That's it.
That's it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See ya.